the economy goes in cycles in any case. I've been in the business since '83, and I've seen, the recession we had to have, and 18% interest rates. You try repaying that loan when you build a $1.8 million restaurant. GFCs, we were supposed to open here the week we were supposed to open. We went into lockdown through COVID. So, you just have to have a really good, strong business plan, a belief, and you have to work your way through it.
We are sitting in one of Sydney's well-heeled suburbs. Does your confidence also rest on the fact that many of your customers are probably more easily able to shrug off the effects of inflation and higher interest rates?
Yeah, well, it does. It does help to be in this suburb and to have the demographic that we have here in the eastern suburbs. But I think restaurants around the country who are doing really good things and looking after their community and looking after their diners, and it doesn't matter at what price point. I think customers are going to those ones that they know and trust, and they know they get full value out of, or what I would call, they have an experience. They love the food, or they love the service, or they love the entire atmosphere, and it creates great memories for them. So they want to go back. They want to take the family back. They want to take friends. So restaurants at every level through all the suburbs and the city have that opportunity to create great experiences for people. And if they do, they generally get through the tough times as well as enjoy the good times.
You touched on opening Margaret during COVID. What were the risks that you had to weigh when deciding whether to open this restaurant at that time?
Yeah, well, I didn't have much choice. So I'd borrowed the money, we'd spent a year putting it together, we'd built it, and we had to pivot, which is the word everyone uses. But we were doing take-home meals, we were cooking hamburgers for people who were walking through the park. It was keeping our staff together. We obviously got government support, which we were very grateful for. We got landlord support, which we were very grateful for. And we made it through, and when we came out the other side, the restaurant was stronger.
And I understand that when you opened Margaret, you did it for the first time without a financial partner. Were there lessons there too?
Look, I think the great lessons for me, because it's wonderful not having any partners, although I should say that I've got two wonderful partners in the bakery, Mike and Mia. What I learned is, I was in a situation where I had a great partnership with my business partner, Trish Richards, who's been amazing. She's my cousin. She's taught me everything about the financial part of the business, and I only really am surviving and living now the life that I live because of my relationship with her. And then I went through a few difficult partnerships, and then I sold the business, and the realisation was really I shouldn't work for anybody else, I don't think, because I like to make decisions that are just very customer focused and very staff focused.
Your enthusiasm sounds quite infectious, but you do also have challenges. As you're opening your new restaurant, you're trying to source staff.
Staffing's been terrible since COVID. I mean, it was really hard before COVID, and afterwards it's been terrible. I mean, when you're down in those sort of percentages that we have in the unemployment and under 4, that like everyone who wants a job's got a job. So for me, I'm not like getting the money for the business or having the concept or having the customers come. That doesn't keep me up at night. It's finding the 190 staff for Songbird and hearing the government talk about the skills visa changing and taking people like assistant restaurant managers off and certain levels of chefs and even things like finding it difficult to sponsor a sommelier, for instance, who. My wine list here has got 2,500 wines on it. A sommelier here has to know where they came from, what side of the hill it's grown on, what it tastes like, what it's going to go with. I mean, these are some of the most skilled people on the planet. They're incredible. They're incredibly passionate and driven. So we need to support, and we need them. It's a new thing in Australia over the last 15, 20 years. So we need to bring some in as well as grow our own, and we do grow our own here, and they're amazing. But the government needs to be more supportive I think, of that immigration process and restaurants and what we need in the way of skills is concerned.
While we're talking to you today, you've long been a proponent of electrical induction cooking. Yeah. Are you surprised that some celebrity chef peers are still holding out in terms of electrification in commercial kitchens? Yeah,
look, I think a lot of those guys, depending on what their kitchens are like, and, I've always invested in really fantastic kitchens, and I've been cooking on induction and electric, fries, combis, all that sort of thing since 2006. So for me, I really understand it. It's much more powerful and much more reactive than what gas is. It's better for the environment. So for me, it's a no-brainer.
Neil Perry, great to speak to you.
Thank you.